Hello! For this month's challenge, I decided to set up a little bit of an obstacle course for myself. I was trying to push both Coyote and myself. So, I had tied my lariat to my saddle. I have a little loop for it. And when I did that, I just hit Coyote in the face. Poor thing. The coils got all messed up. And so before this, well, like in the video, but I'd cut it out, I let out the whole lariat and rewound it to get it reorganized. And I'm not sure if there's a better way to put it away onto the saddle where it doesn't get completely messed up, or if you typically have to just let it out. But I feel comfortable coiling it. I have coiled it and thrown it a lot on the ground. Just haven't done it from the saddle before. My goal is to try to catch that black jump standard and pull it a little bit. But I'm not worrying about bumping Coyote all over with the rope. I'm just trying to build my loop and guide her with my legs or a little bit of neck reining, and here we get stuck on the neck reining just because she won't turn. Actually not turning left. Yesterday she wouldn't turn. Am I wrong? Honestly, I can't tell in the video which way we weren't turning, but see there I like reached to her front and her back and just kind of bump her all over with the ropes, which I know she's good with, but haven't really done it from the saddle too much. I definitely don't know what I'm doing with swinging it. Just trying to build the loop, get a spoke that's long enough. I remember what you said about spinning it and then looking at the tip of the loop going towards whatever you're aiming at. But my release is really wonky, so I'm still struggling with that. Like I tend to kind of like throw it like a baseball, which is not very helpful. I'd love your advice on how to gather up rope better on the horse too, because I'm flipping it around, but just seems a little awkward, and I do hit Coyote a few times. She doesn't seem to mind, but it just seems a bit rude. Here, I forgot that I need a spoke. Or maybe I do have a spoke. No, yeah, I didn't have a spoke at all, so I'm resetting. There we go. Woohoo! I was going to pull tension, and I was going to back up away from it and see if she could tolerate this. She's never done this before, where she had to back up and pull something. That's new. Then we're going to try pulling it. This she's done a lot. Never from the saddle, but I hook a harness rig up to her and she drags the arena for me. I admit I've been watching a bunch of roping videos ever since Equine Affair, and one of them was talking about you get more points if you turn away from your rope and let the rope touch your horse's butt. It just shows your horse is more broke, and so I'm intentionally turning and letting the rope go across her butt, partially to see if it'll bother her, and just as part of it. I was pretty confident she'd be good because we've done this so much on the ground. I'm realizing here that I can't get the lariat off of the jump standard, so we're going to practice backing up again because we haven't done that much. And I'm planning on how I can throw the coils on the ground because I don't know how to get it off of the thing. Very silly. We're just coming back around so I can pick up my flag from the fence. I admit I did not plan my approach at all, so I could have done better getting us lined up. She gets nice and close to the fence. She just gets a little confused and thinks about backup here. I'm grateful that she was willing to just take one step forward for me, because I've run into that before. So even if they get up to the fence, if you ask them for a step forward, they give you a bunch of steps. Now, I've worked the flag with her a lot at a walk under saddle and at a trot on the ground, but I've never worked the flag at a trot under saddle. And from her head going up earlier, I realized, oh, that was a little hard for her. So at least we're, pushing up on our boundaries. But I figured as part of my course, I would steer for my legs or neck rein while working a tool, steer her over some poles, just to give us something to do. And I'm trying to snap the flag and kind of release when her head goes down or relaxes a little bit. Just trying to redo desensitization. Poor thing. Feel bad about how stiff she got. I did teach her to duck, which was really helpful when I was throwing the rope over her head. Like, if I send the flag over her head, left or right, I taught her head down while I do that, so she doesn't get whacked in the head. It's not a big head down, so maybe we can work on that being a bit bigger. That was me attempting to add extra pressure to her, so while she's going over the poles, I was going to flap the flag, and then I kind of doubted myself. Because I was worried that might cause the poles to have a little bit too much pressure, especially at the trot. So, back to working the flag at the trot. We get a little stuck here with steering. Not really sure what our deal is. I'm raising my reins a little bit to say head down, letting her go. Giving her a little decompression time. Switching hands with the flag, just make sure your left hand is okay. Yeah, she's a little more stiff with that than I expected. I admit I was in a rush when I did this, and I did not warm up, so that was on me. Didn't set us up for success. So here I kind of surprised her again. After this, we take a break, and then I work the flag at a trot a bit more and end when she seems relaxed, and also she's neck reining a little bit. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Bye.